Every child knows, even the smallest, that being naughty is much more fun than being good. Being good all time is very boring. Not only that, it's a tiring too. If you sit still for a long time, your food goes to sleep. If you try to eat with a knife and fork, the meat flies off your plate.
Grown-up are forever saying, don't be naughty, be a good boy, do as you're told, and behave yourself. It's easy for them to talk, but what's the point of grown-up saying, be happy while you're child? Grown-ups can't do what they want, your children have to do what the grown-ups want. Grown-ups are forever bossing child about. Wash your hands, put on your pullover, with look you're going. Don't beat your nails. Put away your toys.
And if the child doesn't do what he's told, they say, how many times do I have to tell you to wash your hands? You can't come to the table like that. How many times do I have to tell you to put on your pullover? Do you want to catch cold? How many times do I have to tell you to look where you're going? You'll fall flat on your face. How many times do I have to tell you not to bite your nails? It's a disgusting sight. How many times do I have to tell you to put away your toys? Must it always be me who puts them away after you?
And grown-ups go on saying that so many times that in the end the child does do what he's told. He washes his hands, puts on his pullover, looks where he's going, doesn't bite his nails, and puts away his toys, and at last a grown-up is happy.
There are some grown-ups who smile when they are happy and say, you see, my boy, you can be good. But there are others who even, when they are happy at last, just shake their heads and say, tell me, my boy, couldn't you have done as you were told the first time? I don't know why it is that grown-ups are only really happy when children behave themselves. What fun can there be in that?
If I were a grown-up, I'd be quite a different sort of grown-up. And I'd enjoy doing all sorts of things. First of all, I'd enjoy doing exactly what I like. If I were a grown-up, I'd never sit on a chair, I'd always kneel on it. I'd ride my white gloved hands along every railing. I'd eat a big bar of chocolate every day before lunch.
If I were a grown-up, I'd always go around in my trainers. I'd always drink 2 glasses of water after soup. I'd walk down the street backwards, and I'd probably whistle so piercingly that everyone would stare at me in fright if I've learned to whistle with 2 fingers by then.
If I were a grown-up, I'd always swing my legs when out visiting. I'd never blow my nose, I'd just sniff. I'd never wipe my muddy feet on the doormat.
If I were grown up, I'd get married and have as my wife the sort of girl who screams when she sees little green frog, but doesn't say, ooh, it's horrid. Who can blow the sort of soap bubbles that never bursts? Who is frightened but not angry if I burst a paper bag in her ears?
But now I'm this small, and to become that big this much, I'll have to grow until I've grown that much. I have to do as I'm told, and wash my hands, and put on my pullover, and look where I'm going, and not bite my nails, and put away my toys, and a whole lot of other things, many too many to mention.
Oh, how fine it'll be when I'm grown up. There's just one thing I don't understand. My mother and father are already grown-ups. So why do they wash their hands? Why do they put on their pullovers? Why do they look where they're going? Why don't they bite their nails? And why on earth do they put their things away tidily? I'll have to ask them someday.
Aww.